Yesterday was a blast. And today I'm fully ready and I'm fully prepared because we are going to be doing something very special today. We are going to be going hardcore into yesterday's discussion. We are going to be going more in depth into yesterday's discussion. And I want to welcome every one of you. This is not just another training. It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call to every of our realtors that are here today. A wake-up call for you to go harder, for you to move faster, and for you to achieve bigger things. Remember, you are not just salesperson, you are not just realtors, you are an impact creator. You are a nation builder, because for every time you help somebody to achieve their dream of home ownership, you are contributing immensely to the growth of your own community, to the growth of your own country. You are actually improving the economy. You are also solving the 24 million housing problem in Nigeria. That is what you are doing. And that is why I want you to see yourself differently. You are not just a salesperson, but rather you are contributing majorly into the national growth, building your own nation and making Nigeria a better developed place for everyone to live. And today we are going to be diving right into another section, another module, the module 2. Yesterday we had module 1, today we want to go on module 2. So I'm waiting for Mr. Victor to please share my slide. Share my slide and let's hit the ground running. Yesterday, for those who came here very early, being my first time of coming for this training, I rewarded 10 people with 10,000 naira each. Some people are going to be thinking maybe the miracle is going to happen today. Well, I don't know yet, and I'm not promising anything yet for today. But let's look at my next training. I'll be rewarding some people who take part in the first training and the second training. Then at my third training, I'm going to do a bit of an experiment to see how far people have utilized those training, because it is not only enough to come for training, all right? It is not only enough to attend the classes, all right? The most important thing is that you are making good use of everything you are learning. You are turning the learning into activity and the activity into a massive result, So today we are going to be going straight into our topic for today. I'm just going to use my own system here if Mr. Victor is not ready. If it's not ready. So we're going to be going right into it today. So I want you all to pay undivided attention, because at the end of this training, there are going to be questions, there are going to be assignments, there are going to be exercises that we all are going to be doing. So I want you to pay rapt and undivided attention. So do a recap. I'm going to do a recap of what we did yesterday. All right. I'm going to do a recap of what we did yesterday. So yesterday we talked about ownership mindset, where we said you are the CEO of your life. And for you to be able to have ownership, we have to talk about discipline. We will advise that everybody should mute their speaker.
Mr. Kayode,
from their
please
end.
can you mute yourself, please?
Please mute yourself, please. Mute yourself, please, so that we can have a lot of people can be able to enjoy this particular training, please. So yesterday, like I said, we talked about ownership mindset, all right, where we said you are the CEO of your own life. And we also discussed various aspects in which you can own your life, in which you can own your journey when it comes to sales. And we also talk about what it means to have extreme ownership. It means there is no excuse. only result. No blaming, only accountability, and taking full responsibilities. We also talk about steps that every one of us can take to take ownership. All right. We talk about these steps. About 7 of those steps are what we discussed yesterday. So, if not more than that, then we also talk about accepting everything as your responsibility and be self-sufficient in your journey. Solve problem without waiting for help and measure success by result, not only by what? By effort. And we gave an assignment yesterday. We gave an assignment, and the first assignment is for people to write a journal, all right, to write on a journal 5 ways they can take ownership this week. And I don't know if some people have done that assignment, but I'm waiting for somebody to send that to the WhatsApp group, because I asked everybody to write 5 ways they can take ownership this week. And once they write it, they should put it in a WhatsApp group for others to see how some people are already making a major decision in their life. Then also write 5 ownership statements. Write 5 ownership statements that you want to abide with. All right. So, and I said people should also drop that in the WhatsApp group. And also, I asked them to write out bad habits they want to break, things they regret doing, things that they have learned this year, and how to be a better version of themselves. Okay, so then we proceed to talking about discipline of high performance salespeople. All right, the discipline of high performance salespeople. So discipline is what you must do whether you like it or not. And we talk about the effect of lack of discipline. If you lack discipline, things that will happen to you. We talked about all of that yesterday. And we talk about what you can be doing to start winning, the level of discipline that you must embrace to start winning in your journey, the habit that you must embrace, and the things you have to start doing in order for you to be able to create the life that you want. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about module 2, which is result ownership. Result ownership. Result ownership. Now, when we talk about result ownership, first of all, every one of us must understand that there is a need for us to work hard when it comes to sales. Yeah, you cannot overrule hard work when it comes to sales. So, as a business person, as a salesperson, you should know in your heart that one of the things you must be willing to do is to put in the work, because excuses are never going to pay the bills. In sales, the scoreboard is the reality. The scoreboard is the reality. Your accomplishment is the reality, is the truth of the work that you have put in. All right. If you have a lot of activity without a result, it means you are lying to yourself, and nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Your result will speak louder than your stories. No matter what you say you have done, no matter the hustle you think you have put in, the most important thing is that the result must show. So when you are working hard, you put in the hard work to ensure that you have results in your journey. Now, why does result matters? Why does result matter? Sales is not just about activity alone, it's about the outcome. It's about the outcome. And that is why we cannot confuse movement with progress. We cannot confuse movement with progress. There are a lot of busy people today in sales business who are very busy, but busy accomplishing nothing. Now, and as a salesperson, you have to be strategic in your sales journey. You have to understand your numbers, because sales is all a game of number. Realtormax, for example, survive and grows only on sales, not on intention. We cannot say, oh, we intend to sell 1,000 plot of land. Then we sit down in our offices. We are not advertising. We are not promoting. We are not training realtors. We are not going for inspections. We are not reaching out to clients. We are not submitting proposals. And we say we want to make sales. That is like living in a full paradise. It's never going to happen. So as a salesperson, you must understand that for you to be able to make the kind of money that you are dreaming of, all right, the kind of future that you want, that you are dreaming of, you must actually put in the work. Your future income equals your current results. It means that whatever income you earn today is as a result of the work that you did last week. It means that whatever result you are going to have 1 month from now, the sales you are going to make 1 month from now are going to be as a result of the work that you are doing today, the activities you do today, the goal that you set today, the consistency that you put in today, the discipline that you put in today is what will give you the result that you need by next month. If you see somebody who is making so much sales, every month he sells 5 plots of land, every month sells 10 plots of land, and that person is always getting the recognition, the award of the best salesperson in the room, the best this, the best that, the highest earner every month. That person is having that result as a result of the work that they have done before. So as a salesperson, you must understand that today presents you an opportunity. Every day presents you an opportunity to put in the work so that you can generate the income and the future that you want tomorrow. All right. Now, what are the common traps that kill our results? What are the common traps that kill results? Trap number 1, I try my best thinking. When people put in a little minimal effort, all right, they convince themselves and give the excuse that I try my best. I have done a lot. I heard a lot of people say, Oga, I cannot come and kill myself. Or I cannot go and put my hand in people's pocket and bring out money. And when people tell me this, I laugh, because if you understand your journey, definitely you will know that that is not the right thing to say as a salesperson. Now, one of the things that kills our result is thinking we have done so much when perhaps the activity we are putting in might not be the kind that will produce a result for us. Some people will say, oh, at least I show up for training. I show up for training and for event and for activity mentality. I have somebody go to an inspection every time it goes to an inspection, and it does not take a single client to an inspection. When the company call for inspection, they show up and they go for inspection, and they never bring one single client. Now, the big question is, when you are going for inspection, what is the essence of the inspection? The inspection is not for you as a salesperson, because you have been to inspection severally. You have gone to see the property severally. Your goal is that for every inspection that the company is organizing, you want to go with at least 5 to 10 clients. 5 to 10 clients. Imagine if a company organizes an inspection and 85% to 90% of the people present for that inspection are client only. Imagine if 50 people say we are going to get five customers to go and view the property. That will be 250 customers. Now, you will realize that you are being busy, but you are busy with purpose. You are working hard, but you are working hard with a lot of purpose. Because when you work hard to convince 5 people to join you for an inspection who have the tendency to buy what you are selling, definitely there is an hope for you to make money. Or maybe we have an event coming up, for example, like on the 31st. The event is for you to be able to grow your sales business, to be able to close a deal. Your goal is to put as many clients as possible into the room. Your goal is to tell yourself, this event coming, after this event, on the day of this event, I must close a sale of at least 10 million naira. I must close a sale of at least 20 million naira. I must close a sale of at least 50 million naira. If I can get 5 people to come to this place, if I can get 10 people to come to this event, if I can get 20 people or even 100 people to attend this event, I want to put in the highest number in that room so that when they listen to the company, when they listen to the owners, when they see the product unveiled to them, they will have the interest to buy even immediately, even before they go to site. So your goal is to work purposefully, work hard and work purposefully. work hard and work purposefully so that you can be able to generate results. So it is not enough to just show up. It is not enough to just show up, but it is enough to show up with a result. Some people will say, I cannot come and kill myself. Some people say their prospect was the problem. They blame prospect and clients. Now, that is one thing that kills result of salespeople. And as a professional salesperson, you want to avoid blaming the prospect. And I'll give you an example. Imagine you are a coach of a football team. And it happened that the team always lose in every match. But every time you come up to blame your players, who is to be blamed, the players or the coach? The coach is to be blamed. You know why? Because the coach have the power to remove whoever is causing the problem within the team. He have the power to select the best of the best. So as a salesman, you have the power to select quality lead, qualified lead, people who have the potential, the finances, the money in their pocket to buy what you are selling. You cannot introduce a product of 2 million naira to a man who cannot afford 2 square meal, or a man who is struggling to pay his rent of 1-room apartment, and now you are telling him to come and buy a property of 2 million naira. That will be a miracle. If he accomplishes that, that is going to be a miracle. So if I want to sell a product of 2 million naira, I'm going to look for somebody in a pay grade of the money that I want to collect, of the product I want to sell. So probably I'm going to be looking for a bank manager who is earning about 1.5 million naira every month, who is earning above $1 million. That's the person. I'm going to look for a businessman who is doing well in his business, whose shop is fully stocked. I'm going to look for a man who is riding a very beautiful car, who I know have the potential. I'm going to go to fancy restaurants where it is not cheap to eat and drink, where a bottle of beer costs 3,500 or 5,000 naira. And now the kind of people coming there can afford something of 2 million if I show it to them in a way that's appealing. So if you are blaming your prospect, you or the salesperson we are talking about have actually selected the wrong client or the wrong prospect. So you must work hard and work purposefully. In fact, some salespeople also blame the traffic, they blame the weather, etc. Some even build a very shallow prospect list. What am I saying? You know, some people have a list of 5 people that they are following up. And these 5 people are even some out of the 5, maybe about 3 of them do not even have the money to buy. But they say, oh, I'm doing follow-up every day. I'm following up my client. I'm following up. I'm trying to get these people to buy. But this guy, 3 out of the 5, does not have the money in their pocket. And it is obvious that they don't have the money. Then the 2 that have the money does not have interest. But because your list is very shallow, you only have 5 people in your bucket list. Only 2 out of the 5 is qualified. Now, what happens is when you follow these 2 and they don't yield, or they don't respond, or the deal is not closed, you get frustrated. You get burnout. Why? Because the list you have is empty. So as a salesperson, we want to expand our list. In fact, there is no limit to the list you can build. Every day is a list building day for you. Every day is a lead generation day for you as a salesperson. Your options should be big. Your options should be many. So that if one does not respond, another will respond. If one does not have money, another will have money. Your prospect list must be very broad. Your lead must be very broad. So do not limit yourself. In fact, you must create different channels of lead generation. As you are submitting proposals, you are sharing flyers, you are advertising on social media, you are doing sponsored ad. Your goal is you must have inquiries coming every day. You must be bombarded with so much inquiry that sometimes you might even have to delegate your team to help you call more people, because you keep on having more clients that keep coming. And this is how you can create results in your sales business. And of course, avoid common trap that kill your results. Now, what are the result-driven mindset you must own? Understand, first of all, like I said before, sales is a game of number. So you must own your numbers like your life depends on it. It's all about numbers. It's all about how many people you can help to see what you are selling. The more people
Hello, sir. Sorry to cut you, sir. Which slide are you on, sir? Which slide are you on, sir?
Victor, please, this is not where you are supposed to be. Go down, please. Because I did a continuation where the yesterday training ended is where today on started. So this is not the place. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. These are yesterday's discussions. Next. Next. This is where I am. Go back.
Back?
Go back. This is where I am. Go back.
Okay,
go back.
sir.
Go back. Yeah, this is where I am.
Okay, sir.
No, I've left common traps. So, all right. To the next slide. Next slide. Yeah, this is where I am.
Okay, sir.
So, as a salesperson, what are the result-driven mindset that you must have? Number one is understand that it's a game of number. So you must own your numbers. It's all about how many people can see what I'm selling. How many people can walk into my store every day and see what I'm selling? How do I reach out to the big number? So you are always number driven, meaning that you are not just seeking to talk to just one or two persons in their respective homes. You are looking at having access to a large organization, large numbers. Maybe you want to go to a church that has a huge followership. Your goal is to have an opportunity to present your landed property to them, because you are looking at the numbers. Imagine you are offered an opportunity to present your business, your landed property, to an organization of about, say, 2,000 members. Out of that 2,000 members, you only need about maybe 2% or 10%, 2% to 10% to say yes, to pick up interest, to say, I'm interested, I want to know more. And boom, you're already having that number. So you must seek a way to expose your business to large numbers. So, and you have to do that as if your whole life depends on it. So you must measure daily progress. Measure daily progress. How many calls have I made regarding my business today? How many calls have I made regarding the land I'm selling today? How many calls have I made regarding people I want them to be part of the wealthy nation? How many appointments as a realtor, as a salesman, you must have this in your hand at all times. Because this is what should be controlling your day. If you don't have this, called diary, then you must have what? A note on your mobile phone where you jot every appointment, where you have your calendar schedule. If you are a salesperson and you don't have a schedule, then there is a problem. Because you cannot be able to manage your lead properly, and you cannot be able to do follow-up properly. So you must have your what? Your note and your calendar very handy so that you can be able to book appointments. So every day you want to ask yourself, how many appointments did I meet today regarding my landed property? How many people do I close today? I'm able to close today, which are paying within the next 2 days, which are paying within the next 3 days. How many of them? Turn pressure into your competitive advantage. All right? Turn your pressure into what? Your competitive advantage. Sometimes, you know, every one of us are under the pressure to sell. All right? In fact, you might even be having people within your team that are actually doing the sales massively, and yet yours is yet to work out. But it's an advantage for you because you can leverage on their result to actually gather story, to gather testimony in order for you to be able to help your own client to make a decision. So every pressure you think you might have must be turned into your own advantage in the business or in your sales journey. Now, there are 3 question result tests I want you to take. Number 1 is, how many clients did I add to my list today? How much money did I move closer to today? And did I put beyond my comfort today? You know, sometimes you make 2 calls, 3 calls, 4 calls, 5 calls, and because of what you are hearing on the phone, maybe the client is saying, okay, I'm not ready yet. Another client is saying, I'm not really interested. Another client is saying, oh, if like you have land, you know, sometimes people tell you, you know, you have land in Lagos, and they tell you, if to say you get something for Weri now, I for buy from you. And for that reason, the company does not have land in Owerri, and you look at the calls, you have made 5 calls, and none of them is looking like you are going to make any sales, and you feel discouraged. All right. Sometimes you must not get discouraged. You must keep on pushing. All right. You must go beyond your comfort. Even when your mind is telling you to stop, you have to keep going. All right. So this question you have to ask yourself every day. So do I have any client that I added to my bucket list today? Do I have any prospect that is willing to go for inspection by next week? If in the whole week you don't go for inspection as a real estate agent or a real estate salesperson, then something must be wrong. It means you are not really in the business of selling real estate, because your goal as a salesperson, as a realtor, is to make sure that you have clients who are always interested in going to see the property. And if you have clients who are going to see the property, you are actually moving closer to the money you are going to make. So every day you must ask yourself these 3 particular questions. Now, today's challenge that I want to give you is this. I want you to set a personal sales goals. A personal sales goals. Take for example, I will close 3 sales this week. You want to close 3 sales this week. So let's assume you want to close 3 sales this week. Now, there are people you have been talking to about your product. You must go back and look at all of them and pick up the conversation again. You must create urgency to tell them, oh, we discussed about Objection sometimes ago, you were interested. Do you know that that product is about to move to 5 million in the next 2 months? Do you know that this is the right time for you to key in? You have to ignite their desire. You have to ignite their interest in one way or the other. You must look for something to create urgency in order for them to wake up to that reality and say, oh, I think I should not allow this opportunity to pass me by. Then I need you to create your no excuse action plan daily. The things that you must do in this sales journey every day, that no matter how hard your day goes, this thing must be accomplished. It might be 3, it might be 2, it might be 4. Maybe a day will not go without you posting on social media about your real estate business. A day will not go without you putting good content. A day will not go without making a video about your real estate business and posting it on social media. You must have 1 or 2 or 3 things, action plan that you must take every day. You must tell yourself, a week will not go without me having a client going for inspection. A lot of us used to wait and say, oh, I will only go for inspection when the company is going for inspection. Do you know you can organize an inspection with your client and take them to site for inspection, even without the company? There are clients that say, oh, I don't have time. Can you schedule for me Saturday or a Sunday? Let's quickly go. I can drive. I have my car. We'll drive down. That's an opportunity for you to do what? To schedule an appointment with your client and take them there. So you must create things, activities that you must carry out every week, every day, that no excuse can stop you from achieving those activities. Maybe you want to make calls, you want to book appointment, or you want to close a sale. You must create this activity that it is a must for you. And if you do this, ladies and gentlemen, you will be able to close sales almost every week. All right. Now, let's talk about solution leadership. One of the things that affects salespeople or realtors. Now, and that's why I want to talk about solution leadership. This is simply talking about being a problem solver, not problem reporters. Your goal as a salesperson is to be solution oriented, because there are what we call the inevitables of business. There are challenges that are going to come along the way. You can still do everything your trainers, your mentors have taught you, and yet you might still not have the results that you are supposed to have. So who now do you become? The one who just keep complaining about that problem? Oh, I advertise, I'm not getting a lead. You complain about that, but you are not doing something about it. Because when you advertise or you promote a product and nobody is reacting, it means something is wrong. Is it that the advertisement is wrong? Is it that you are promoting at the wrong time? Is it that you are not showing the right people what you are selling? So that's why I said leaders fix it, only losers complain. So as a leader, your goal is to fix the challenges and not to keep complaining about them. So as we all know, challenges are inevitable. Anyone can see a problem, but leaders are paid to solve the problem, not to whine about them. Anyone can see a problem, but if you say, I am a leader in my sales business, I am taking a lead in my sales business, you must be ready to solve a lot of problems and not whine about them. So what is this leadership solution we are talking about? Your ability to see a challenge, think critically, suggest or implement solution. Suggest or implement a solution. That is what is called solution leadership. And if you want to excel and succeed in your sales, you must be a solution-driven individual. And for many of us who are also having salespeople that are under us and working with us, you must be able to suggest solution to your team. I remember there was a time in 2015, we got to a point where we are kind of stuck in our business, in our sales business. And I sat down with my team and I said, look, many of you are not making money. Yes, I'm making money, but many of you are not making. What can we do differently? And we begin to brainstorm. And I will tell you something. Within the space of 3 days, we were able to come up with an idea that recruited over 1,300 people into our business. The leaders begin to make money. Everybody's eye got opened. Everybody was excited. Instead of us sitting down complaining why we are not making money, every one of us started thinking radically, critically what we can do for us to begin to have changes in our business. So as a leader, you must start thinking radically, critically, what you can do differently. I remember I did an interview today and I told the new person that is coming into this organization, I said, look, if you are going to be joining us in this organization, that you are going to spot a lot of problems. But whenever you want to come to me, never come to me with that problem alone. When you are coming with a problem, come with 2 solutions for me. Find 2 solutions and bring it to my table. All right? And choose one that is best that we can implement by yourself. So as a salesperson, you must be solution oriented. So why does it matter? Why does this matter? Why is it that you must be a problem solver when it comes to your sales business? Solution move the business forward. Complaining will make your team to lose momentum. Whining over a problem will discourage every part of the team. But when you provide a solution, the business moves forward. Problem without a solution slows down everything. And leaders are not promoted because they solve a problem only, and not because they report. They are promoted because they solve a problem, and not because they report a problem. So how can you become a solution sales professional? Number 1, anticipate problem before they become big issues. Anticipate a problem before they become a big issue. Now, take ownership of a problem, even though you are not the one who caused the problem. Even though you are not the one who caused the problem, anticipate and find a solution to that problem. Master 2 solution rule. When you are faced with a problem, master 2 solution rule. Solution number 1, before reporting it, think of 2 possible solutions, and 2, recommend the best solution and why you chose it. And this will distinguish you among every other salesperson. You will be able to find uncommon solution to any challenge that you face. All right. So now let's go to part 3 of the training, the formula of champions. The formula of champions. Now, what is this formula of champion, ladies and gentlemen? Energy plus speed plus action equal results. Your energy is your fire. Your speed is your momentum. Action is your weapon. Without action, the dream is a fantasy, and without speed, opportunity dies. True or true? Absolutely true. If you are a salesperson, one of the attitude you must possess is enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. Because energy is contagious. The energy you carry around can make people either attract you or to repel you. There are people that they are like a magnet. When they speak to you, you just want to get close to them. You just want to listen more to them. The energy, the conviction, how they speak about their product, how they hype the product, how they promote the product. You are even wondering if they are the owner of the business or the company. And 2, they have a lot of speed. When they say, I'm going to call you, they go on a speed and make that call immediately. They take radical action. And what does that lead them to? Massive results. So you must understand this formula. Energy plus speed plus action will equal result. Why does speed matters? Opportunity don't wait for anybody. Opportunities does not wait for anybody. If you don't take the opportunity, somebody else is going to take it. If you don't go after those leads, somebody else is going to go after those leads. I'll tell you something. There was a time I saw somebody who came to become part of my business. And this guy happened to be a guy that I know very well. But I did not approach the guy. I was slow. I was very sluggish. I was telling myself, I want to make money first. When I've made some good money, I will not go and meet him. That will convince him. And lo and behold, somebody else joined the business today. The following morning, went straight to this guy show him the opportunity, and the guy came in with 7 accounts the same day they show him the opportunity. 7 accounts. I saw him came to pick his package, and he saw me and he said, you saw in this business, and the person who introduced him said, now our guy be that, now one of our guy for here, the first set of people where they chop money for here. And I'm like, what? Speed, because I lack speed after that time, I lose that particular prospect. And that guy become a very big tree in the business. He also made so much money. He become one of the top 1 to 50 in the business. And I made it so big. Imagine that I've been an addition to my business, but I was slow, and that opportunity slipped away. So in sales, speed means calling that prospect or lead immediately, following up immediately without delay. Speed means closing the deal while the prospect is what? Is hot. There are prospects that want it now. When they want it now, follow up with the now mentality that they have. Don't allow it to slow down. Don't allow it to rest. Because the moment it rests, they might lose their momentum. They might lose their interest. And that's why I said in this game, he who moves fast dominates the game. If you don't move fast, you lose the game. But if you move fast, you dominate the game. So we are in a world where a lot of people are slow talkers, but only the fast movers dominate. Fast movers dominate. You can do a lot from now to tomorrow. If you don't act fast, you are going to be leaving money on your table. You don't need to be perfect. One of the reasons why a lot of people don't move fast is because they are looking for perfection. They are looking to say, oh, when I make big money. So if you want to make big money, what is the process of making the big money? The people you are avoiding of not showing what you are selling are the same people that will make you the big money. So why not hit them? Why not contact them? Why not reach out to them? Your friend, your family member, you think, oh, they might not need this opportunity for now. They are the people who are even buying land in acres from other people that you don't even know. So you don't need to be perfect. You just have to be fast and intentional. Your speed will build trust, and speed will build results. Real estate is a timing game. If you delay, someone else closes your deal. Real estate is a timing game. If you delay, someone else is going to close your deal. So for you to have results, you must possess a lot of speed. Speed in reaching out, speed in promoting, speed in following up your clients. So what will delay do for you? Delay kills. Delay actually kills. Delay kills your momentum. Delay kills your motivation. Delay kills your money. Think about it. If you leave a client and you did not call that client who was interested yesterday, and that person is got closed by someone else, is the client at fault? The answer is no. And many of us do this mistake many times. We talk to people, they are interested, but we never go back to them. We never talk to them about this opportunity again. We never tell them about the values the land are offering. Some people say they wanted to buy, but at a point, maybe they don't have the money, but they are very serious. They keep getting in touch. But when the opportunity of a discount arrived, you did not remember them again. When the sales, when the price was about to be increased, you did not remember to tell them that, look, even if it's for you to go and borrow, the price is about to increase. You must make sure you get advantage of this. The follow-up you postpone, the client will lose an interest. Delay is a silent killer of what? Of dreams. So make sure that as a salesperson, you avoid delay when you are dealing with clients. In every aspect, you must avoid delays. So what are the things that kill speed, energy, and action? 1, procrastination. Procrastination is a stealer of time. Not only stealer of time, stealer of joy. It will steal your joy away. What you are meant to accomplish in 2 years will take you 10 years if you keep procrastinating. And for you to stop procrastination, You must have the attitude of do it now. Do it now. There is no point of postponing. Everybody, we all have a tendency to procrastinate. Many of us are always overthinking it. When the company launch a product, we are always overthinking. We are on the fence. This product that the company has just launched, are we really sure? Will the company really settle? Will they really come? Will they really do this? We start analyzing. Will they build it? All these things they promise, will they do it? Before I go and tell my neighbor. And while you are waiting and overthinking it, a lot of people swing into action and they are having that result and you are left out. So procrastination, overthinking, fear of rejection. What if they tell me no? But what I tell people is, what if they now tell you yes? Remember, every no that you get, every rejection you get is a closer approach to a yes. If a 99 door are shut in front of you, go ahead and open the 100. That will be the yes you are waiting for. And that yes is always very massive. So don't be afraid of rejection. And I will tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to know this and know peace. As a salesperson, when people reject you and say no to you, know it in your mind. They are not rejecting you as a person. They only rejected what they don't understand and what they don't know. Because for somebody to give you an audience in the first place, it means they don't have a problem with you. But when they say no to what you are selling, one, they might not have clarity. They lack clarity of what is this all about? What is he really talking about? I have a lot of questions in my head that cannot be answered. And most times, clients don't open up. They don't open up. They don't want to embarrass themselves. They don't want to ask too much questions. So the only safe place they have is to say, you know what? I think I don't need it for now. He actually needs it, but maybe he doesn't have the money. He actually needs it, but maybe he doesn't like the product or he doesn't like the location. So when people say no, they are rejecting the opportunity, not you. And they reject the opportunity because they don't understand what it is. And maybe sometimes we are unable to help them see a bigger picture. So in that case, what do you need to do? You as a person who is selling the product must have clarity of purpose, clarity of value that you are sharing. It must be clear to you. If they ask you about a product, you must understand what that product is all about. You must be able to tell and bring out the core values of what they can benefit if they are keen into that. So laziness makes some people also to kill speed, energy, and action. Some people are lazy naturally. They know this thing is meant to be done, but they don't do it. They neglect it. They try to shy away from it. And most time, people get lazy and procrastinate as a result of fear of failure. Fear of failure. What if I don't do it right? What if I make a mistake? I would rather not do it. So let me just be on my own. I'm supposed to do it, but I'm not going to do it. So they lack the drive to act. In fact, maybe it's not even clear to them at all what they are doing. So as a result of this, their speed is destroyed. And when your speed and energy is destroyed, what happens to your momentum? Your momentum also goes zero. So what are the cure? What are the cure to the things that kill your speed, energy, and action? Number one, clear goals. Clear goals. Clear goals. What are your clear goals? I am into real estate. I want to sell land. Land is what I want to sell. How many land do I want to sell? Who are the people that can buy my land from me? Who are my target audience? Where can I find them? You must be able to define all of this. And when you have clear your goals, you have clear goals, and you understand exactly what you want and where you are going and who you are going to meet, then you must go with what? High energy. High energy. You have to be hyper. Because energy is contagious. You are enthusiastic. You cannot go to somebody to present and be looking so dull and frustrated. In fact, I tell people, as a salesman, even though you did not eat from home, when you get to the door of your client, you have to become another person entirely. The hunger must not show in your face. You must cover that hunger with a lot of smile. You are going somewhere, you have to appear what you are selling. You have to appear what you are selling. You have to come in fully ready and fully prepared. Many are not prepared. So even when the opportunity arrived for them to close the deal, for them to make the sale, they were not prepared. And because of that, they lose out. So your energy must be intact. You must learn to take immediate action. If you are supposed to present to a client, be available to present to that client. You must have what we call brutal self-discipline. Brutal self-discipline. The mentality of do it now and not later. You must be willing to stick to things you say you are going to tell yourself you are going to do. You must get an accountability partner, somebody who holds you responsible. So you must get that person. You can choose an accountability partner within your team. Your upline realtor who introduced you to the company can be your accountability partner to say, leader, I'm going to be having 5 prospects every day. So at the end of every day, I'll give you a report of everything I have done. I am going to call 10 prospects. I've taken their number for the last 1 week. I'm going to call them every day. I am going to do presentation to 2 people in a day. I am going to make sure I follow up for closing a deal at least 1 to 2 per day. And at the end of every day, I am going to come to you and give you a report of the ones I did and the ones I never did. So I did not do. So you must have an accountability partner, somebody who monitors your progress. So let's check 5 practical sales habits for speed and action. 5 practical sales habits for speed and action. Number 1, respond to lead within 10 minutes. When people make inquiry from you, you have to respond in 10 minutes. So as a salesman, you must be very close to your phone. Client must not call you and it is after 2 days, you are now seeing the missed call, then you are calling back. You must respond in 10 minutes. People come to your DM. People come to your DM to make inquiries. 1 week, you did not even open your DM. Your direct messages on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, to go and see who is sending me messages. Those are meant to be part of your routine in the morning. So your ability to respond 10 minutes for an inquiry, follow up with a call immediately, ask them what they want, how you can be of service. That is the way. Those are the practical steps and habits for speed and action. Make 20 sales calls before 12 noon daily. You want to tell yourself, I want to do 20 calls. I want to do 10 calls. And you want to make sure that you stick to that time, because your job majorly is just to sell. All right? Take, for example, the CEO is also doing selling. The CEO is taking care of the product. The CEO is seeing to the finances of the organization. The CEO is making sure that the entire organization is moving and running. He's busy building the vision and the mission. But your job is basically to take the product from the company and hand it over to the last user and the consumer. And that is why you must treat your sales business as a job. Don't treat it as a hobby. Treat it as a job that somebody will demand an accountability from you. Send daily follow-up messages with a lot of urgency. Don't just send message to a client, hello, good afternoon, how are you doing? I say, make I go just check on you. That is not how to do the follow-up. When you want to send a follow-up message, you want to write in your first 2 lines, have you heard? Good afternoon, how are you doing today? Have you heard the news? Have you heard what is happening with our company? Have you heard about our new product? Have you heard about the price increase? They must be willing, they must be hearing the news from you. Don't just check up. In that way, you are no longer a businessman. You are no longer a businesswoman. You are now becoming what? A friend. And if you are a woman and you are doing that with a man, it's going to turn from selling land to the man asking you out. And if you are a woman and a man is the agent, it's going to turn from selling the product to asking the lady out. Then you deviate, you lose track of what you are doing because your follow-up system is not professional. So you must be professional in your follow-up by coming up with urgency, a news, an information, something they want to inquire about. Oh, what news is that? Oh, the last time we spoke, I told you Obamax is 1.3, but now it's going to 5 million, it's going to 3 million. Oh, why? What happened? What's the surge? Why is the price going that high? Oh, you have not heard. There is Madiba countryside, a 1,000 acre of resort and city that's currently developing in the area. More than 20 companies have already launched in that area, and they are building a coalition of cities. The price is surging. And the person is now thinking, if I don't get into this project now, I might be a loser. So your follow-up must be top-notch with a lot of urgency. You have to do a follow-up that your client can no longer sleep until they have done what you ask them to do. Set and hit micro deadlines, e.g., 3 plots of sales per week. I want to sell 3 plots in a week. So you want to promote hard, you want to follow up hard, you want to close hard. What about your social media? Many of us, we don't make use of our WhatsApp status. Your WhatsApp status is one of the best places for you to sell. In fact, many of the parties I've sold personally, they were sold via my WhatsApp status. People just saw it. So people will sit on my WhatsApp status and they will copy it and repost. And they will tell their friends. And somebody will come to me and say, oh, I have a friend that wants to buy you. I saw it on your status and I send it to the person and the person is interested. So you can get the person to, to buy. I will send you the contacts. You just talk to the person, it's already ready. So post on social media your status. Every morning you must update it. Every morning. Every morning. And don't just update with values. Update with value. Let people come to your status and learn something about real estate, about investment, about life, about opportunities. Let it come with what? With value. Let it also come with fun. Let it come with fun. I think the person who is going to handle personal branding is going to teach us many of these things, how to use social medias and the WhatsApp status and all of that. The woman is so good at it. That's what she does for a living. All right. So post 3 times on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your TikTok, on your Twitter. You must post 3 times a day. And make sure that when you post on your social media, you must respond to comment within every 10 minutes. Within every 10 minutes. Instead of just scrolling uselessly on the social media, use that time to post. Use that time to talk about your land and properties that you are selling. So use sales tools such as videos, voice notes for faster engagement. These are practical things you can be doing every day to make sure that, yes, you are getting inquiries every day. Your goal is to get inquiries, follow up the inquiries, and make sure you close the inquiries and turn them into what? Into sales. Now, what are the mentality of a speed closer? The mentality of a speed closer. Number 1, now is better than perfect. Instead of me waiting to be perfect, I would rather go ahead and do it now. Even if I mess up, even if I don't do it well, at least I have done it. Because it is in the process that you get better. You don't get perfect to be better. You get better as you do. You get better as you do, as you execute. That is when you get better. A speed closer, I will execute immediately. Done is better than pending. Instead of it pending, you want to do it now. It's just a little bit of sacrifices. A little bit of, I'll finish everything, then I'll take a rest. Not, I will take a rest and do it later. That is usually the problem with the human mind. The human mind wants to take a rest first, then do it later. And later is never happening. Follow up until I close up my deals. So in the sales business, you are either fast or you are forgotten. So, and that is why you must have the mentality of a speed closer. Now is better than perfect. I execute immediately. Done is better than pending. I follow up until I close up my deals. Now, what are your energy booster for sales as a lion? How can you get your energy ready every morning? Number 1, have a morning motivation program. Morning motivation can be an affirmation. Affirmations are the positive things that you say to yourself. Affirmations are a reminder of who you are. Affirmations are the future that you are embracing, the future that you want to enter into. They have not happened, they are yet to happen, but you are saying them to yourself so that you can be energized for the day. Engage in healthy competitions with your teammates. If somebody is the highest sales today, or somebody is the highest recruiter today, don't get angry because others are winning. Rejoice with them and use them as what? As a benchmark for also to do better. Tell yourself, the way Mr. ABC said he's doing this, I am going to beat him next month. And you go and begin to put in the work seriously. You begin to put in the work seriously. All right? So, make sure that you engage in healthy competition, not a toxic one. Celebrate your quick win. Celebrate quick win. Every little win is celebrated. You sign up and you earn your first income, you sell your first land, celebrate it. Imagine you sell a plot. Let's say you set a goal for yourself that I'm going to sell 3 plots of Urban Mass or 3 plots of Luna in 1 week. And it happened. And it happened. What do? You are going to show that result on your WhatsApp status. You are going to tell people, please congratulate me. I set a goal to sell 3 plots of land and I did it. Meet my amazing clients. Meet my amazing clients, people that make the dream to happen. Thank you so much for buying from me. Guys, next week, I'm going to be doing 5 plots. Who among you want to patronize me and be part of this winning and be part of this my journey? You are going to be surprised. Somebody's going to wake up one morning and say, I want to support you next week so that you can meet up your goals. I will buy from you. I mastered this in my network marketing business. And one of the things I do is if I want to sell a product, all right, I'm going to go to people I know and I'm going to tell them, you know what, my mentor, in fact, there is no mentor, I'm actually the mentor because I'm the one cooking up all of this thing in my brain. So I'm going to tell myself, you know, my mentor gave me an assignment that I must sell A, B, Z, Y, and Z amount of products in a month. I am not saying come and join my business. I am just saying help me to buy so I can meet up my goals. So I will not disappoint my mentor who is mentoring me. And people buy from me out of sheer pity and say, oh, so if I buy now, I will help you. I say, yes, you will help me. And they buy. And they buy. And you see, and I begin to create a customer base. And many of them who buy just to help me begin to use the product. And they now love the coffee. And they will now tell me, that your coffee you gave me last month, that coffee is very good. Oh, can I have another pack this month? And guess what? Before I know it, I can sell a promo of 20 packs in a month. And each one of them was costing me then, I think, around 2,500, and I will sell 20. And when others are saying, oh, I have product, I don't know how to sell, I'm actually selling easily. So when you celebrate your wins, all right, it also arouses the interest of other people to join you in that journey. Do a lot of positive self-talk. I am built for speed. I don't delay. I'm going to win this week. Nothing is going to stop me. I'm going to sell 10 plots this month. I'm going to be the #1 salesperson in Realtormax this month, and nothing is going to stop me. Say this to yourself. And I tell you, you'll be seeing yourself in that position every blessed month. You see it happening. So now I want to give every one of us a challenge. All right? I've given us an assignment yesterday. I'm here to see people do that assignment and send it to the group as we discussed. Remember, one of the ways you can be accountable is to do the assignment. One of the ways you can build results within these 30 days is to do the assignment that we are giving you. When we give you the assignment, it's to drive sales for you. All right? So do the assignment so that you will also be committed to what you are learning. When you do the assignment, everything you learn, you will internalize it. So this is a 7-day challenge to all the lions in the room. From now till the next 7 days, I want you to reach out to 100 people. 100 people. Inviting them to the upcoming event. I want you to follow up with at least 50 prospects. 50 prospects, the ones you have before. All right? The ones you have before. Close at least 5 sales of any of our projects, either Obama's, Luna, Sunset, at any location. All right? If you can do 7 calls in 7 days, I bet you will have follow-up to do of up to 50 prospects. And within that same month, you'll be able to accomplish at least 5 sales of any of these projects. And I want you to post, as you are doing this call, your experience. Come and share your experience. Come and share your experience of what happened when you begin to make the calls. When you begin to make the calls. So, begin to create your list right away. Begin to create your list right away of the people you want to call. And you want to post this on our platform. So my final word for today, ladies and gentlemen, my final word, if you move fast, you will stay ahead. If you move fast, you will stay ahead. If you delay, you will always live in regret of what if had I know. And they say regret is worse than even not taking action at all. The market reward decisive action taker, not talkers without action. There are a lot of talkers, but there's no action. So what we want to do is talk less and take a lot of massive action. So your dream life is just one fast decision away. And that is why you must begin to make that decision to start all the assignment given to you today. So out of your 100 list, starting this night, you want to look at the best 10 among them. Who are the best 10 that I know that this one has the financial muscle, capacity, that if I invite them to this upcoming event, they will make a sale. They will get close. So leave them and let them be the first you're going to be reaching out to. There's a script called Big Announcement. Big Announcement. We can release that to you tomorrow morning. Victor, please keep me posted on that script. Let's release it to them for them to use it and call. All right. For some of us who don't know what to say when we are calling a prospect. So we are going to give you a very short script that you can use to call and introduce your company and the event that is coming. So make your first move, send that proposal, book the appointment, start today, not later. Remember, speed wins and delay kills. Speed wins and delay kills. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we have come to the end of Module 2, Part 1 to 3. And the next is now going to be the sales process itself, which is the skills, mastering the skill from rookie to a multi-millionaire. That is the next thing that we're going to be hearing in my next class. So this is how we have come to the end of these first 2 modules that we started with. So we are now done with everything that has to do with who you must become in order for you to achieve greatness when it comes to sales. We have talked about discipline. We have talked about action. We have talked about speed. We have talked about your energy. All right. So we have talked about steps you must take, goals you must set for yourself. We have done all of this. All right. The behavior, the characters that you must exhibit, the mindset that you must develop to be a great salesperson. Those are the things we have treated for the last 2 days, which is the last 24 hours. We have treated all of that right now. So what we are going to be doing from this point now is that we believe that you have been equipped with the right information. Your mind has been shaped to really become a genius salesperson, a sales machine. Now, let's go and talk about the skills that you need to master, the skill that you need to learn. All right? The skill that you need to learn to become what? To become a sales machine. So we're going to be talking about skill in my next class. Then after that, we're going to now talk about wealth creation and opportunities in the investment market. So we're going to be talking about that next. And after that, we're going to have the CEO hangout where I'll be having a good quality time with a lot of us right here in the group or in the training. So this is where I'm going to be stopping tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to now open the door for questions and answers. So I want to appreciate every one of you for joining again this night, and being part of this particular training program. God bless you as you come. And for those of you who are here, please tell your friends, tell your neighbors. This training continues tomorrow. Another speaker, a very great speaker, is also coming tomorrow to also share with you insight into their own training. Don't miss out. And don't forget, on the 31st of May, our event is coming up, the launch of the Wealthy Nation. And for those of you who are here in this training, I want to congratulate you all because our app is now fully ready. People can now pay directly for their registration using the app. They can now encash and withdraw their money directly through the app. They can now also monitor their team with the app. Everything you can now do with the app. Your prospect can buy land with the app. Okay, they can buy land with the app. All of that is fully done. So before that event, every one of you who are already in the system, we are going to release your username and password to you. And from wherever you are, we are going to send you a video that you will follow step by step on how to open your own database and begin to have access to your what's it called, to your system. You have access to your money, access to your income, access to withdraw it by yourself. All of this thing is what we are prepared for, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to congratulate every one of us for staying true with Realtormax. You guys are amazing. I'm proud of you, and thank you so much for being part of what we do at Realtormax. And our goal is that we will never disappoint you. We will always, always, always strive to be at the apex of our journey and, of course, our business, delivering values at the same time acting par excellence. Thank you so much. Now I'm open for all your questions. I'm open for all your questions concerning tonight's training. So let's open the door. Mr. Victor, you can open the questions now. Thank you so much. I now hand over to you. You can take over.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for this wonderful impartation of knowledge and wisdom. So everybody, please, you can now drop your question on the chat box and we'll attend to them. Yes. Someone asked, will calling prospects every day not be like you are pestering them? That is a wonderful question, Mr. or Mrs. Akinduro. Yes, sir. Someone is asking if calling prospects every day will not be like pestering them.
Now, let me answer the question. Now, the process of sales is in stages. The first step is I get a lead. The lead are just contact of people who showed interest. Okay, they are the people we refer to as what? As a prospect. Now, you calling them is to introduce your product, answer some of their questions, and after that first initial discussion, you want to schedule another meeting or another appointment. All right? So from calling for the first time, you are going to move into what we call follow-up. Because if the person already have all the information they need, there should be a conclusion to the discussion. And that conclusion is, oh, I probably might want to see the land. I probably might want to hear more from your company. I probably might want to know more. There are a lot of questions I want to ask, but I will just ask this one now, then I can ask more later. All right. So you book another appointment. So another appointment is what leads you to calling a prospect again. All right. And when you have gotten a prospect to a point where they have not been able to make a decision, okay, you can now begin to keep in touch. Keep in touch by sending them news, informations about what is happening in the company, inviting them for company functions and events. Sure that you keep their mind with you and they never wander away, or they are not distracted by another real estate company that want to sell to them as well. So the prospect you call today become somebody you are following up tomorrow based on your last discussion. And remember, you don't have just one prospect. You have a lot of prospects. So the one you call today are not the one you are going to call tomorrow. The one you call tomorrow are not going to be the one you are going to call next tomorrow. But remember, the one you started calling first, there are discussions you had. There are appointments you schedule. So going back to them is to go and honor the appointment that you have scheduled with them based on your last discussion while you reach out to them for the first time. So I think that answers your question. So if you follow the due process, you are definitely not bugging anybody. And it will never look like you are bugging because it's a process.